Where are the main archaeological sites and landmarks within Petra? The treasury. It's a big fancy building carved into the rock, and it's the first thing you see when you enter Petra. The sick. This is like a long, narrow tunnel that leads to Petra, and it's really cool to walk through. The royal tombs. These are big carved tombs where important people were buried. The monastery. It's another big carved building like the treasury, but it's higher up and you have to climb some stairs to see it. The colonnaded street. This was a main road in ancient Petra, lined with columns and buildings. There are more places too, but these are some of the main ones people like to visit when they go to Petra. Where can visitors find accommodations and other amenities near Petra? Wadi Musa. This is the town right next to Petra's entrance. It's where most visitors stay because it's super close to the site. You'll find hotels, guest houses, restaurants, and shops here. Petra, Visitor Center. Right at the entrance of Petra, there are also some facilities like restrooms, snack stands, and souvenir shops. Petra Village. This is a small village a bit further away from the main entrance, but still close enough to be convenient. It has some accommodation options and restaurants too. Why was Petra built in its unique location within the desert landscape? Petra was built in its unique location within the desert landscape because it provided natural protection and strategic advantages for the people who lived there, the Nabateans. The surrounding cliffs and rock formations acted like a fortress, making it difficult for enemies to attack. Additionally, Petra was located along important trade routes, allowing the Nabateans to control and profit from the trade of valuable goods passing through the region. The natural water sources in the area also made it possible for Petra to thrive in the otherwise harsh desert environment. Why did Petra decline as a major city over time? Changes in trade routes. As trade routes shifted over time, Petra lost its strategic importance as a trading hub. New trade routes bypassed Petra, which meant fewer merchants and travelers visited the city. Economic decline. With fewer people coming to Petra for trade, the city's economy suffered. This led to a decline in wealth and prosperity for the people living there. Natural disasters. Petra was also affected by natural disasters, such as earthquakes, which damaged some of its important structures and infrastructure. Political instability. Political unrest and conflicts in the region also contributed to Petra's decline. Wars and invasions made it difficult for Petra to maintain its status as a thriving city. How was Petra constructed? And what techniques did the Nabateans use to carve the city into the sandstone cliffs? Petra was constructed by carving buildings and structures directly into the sandstone cliffs. The Nabateans, the ancient people who built Petra, were really skilled at carving rock. They used basic tools like chisels, hammers, and picks to chip away at the sandstone, creating intricate and detailed designs. The process was slow and required a lot of patience and precision. First, they would outline the shape of the building they wanted to create on the cliff face. Then, they would carefully chip away at the rock, working from top to bottom. They used scaffolding and ladders to reach higher areas and support themselves as they worked. How can visitors access Petra, and what are the best ways to explore the site? Visitors can access Petra through the main entrance, which is located in a town called Wadi Musa. From there, you walk through a narrow pathway called the Sick Canyon until you reach the treasury, one of the most famous buildings in Petra. How has Petra been preserved and protected for future generations? Conservation efforts. Archaeologists and conservationists work hard to preserve Petra's ancient buildings and structures. UNESCO World Heritage Site. Petra is designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which means it's recognized as a place of outstanding universal value and is protected by international agreements. Visitor management. To prevent overcrowding and damage to the site, visitor numbers are regulated, and measures are in place to minimize the impact of tourism on Petra's fragile environment.